Well, if you are the prize, why are you the one who's walking around the mall going up to every girl you see? You're the prize. Why is nothing coming to you? Why are you dedicating your life and time chasing around girls? Half of them reject you. I thought you were a prize.
Well,
If you're a prize,
so that leads to an interesting question. How do you get women to come to you? You can't just sit in your house and be valuable.
no,
You can't just sit
no,
there and be like, I hope they knock on the door. I'm valuable. Right? So
no,
how would you be able to put yourself in opportunities to meet them? Like, what would you suggest?
no, I absolutely agree. And that's why, as a man, I've always said this all the time. I say, if you're living a life of purpose and you're getting your stuff done, you're going to see beautiful girls on, I wouldn't say accident. You're going to run into girls. You can see a girl in Starbucks. You'll see a girl fucking, I don't know, or McDonald's, whatever. And if you got enough game, you can go say hello. Absolutely, yes. But I think that's completely different than dedicating, blocking off a week of your life to walk around in circles. I think that's a different thing. No, because I'll approach any beautiful girl I see.
Well, what about the guys? What about guys who want to practice, who are really shy, right? The guys who are really shy, yeah, they could be doing valuable things or becoming a more valuable guy, but I don't know if that's going to translate to them being able to go up and start a conversation. So how do you feel about the idea of practice or doing a lot of approaches and cold approaches to get the practice down?
I mean, I guess every point is nuanced. Practice is a good thing, and absolutely, if a guy wants to take a couple days out of his life to do day game, it's not going to hurt him at all. My point is that if you end up like Roosh, where it's your only sole focus in life,
Got it.
you're going to end up a loser because he's never dedicated himself to anything else.
Yeah.
What has Roosh succeeded at? He's failed financially. He's failed from a family perspective. He's failed even with women. He doesn't even have a woman at the end of it. Because my goal, although I've had a lot of girls, my understanding is very simple. The end goal, everyone wants a girl who's fiercely loyal to them. I mean, fucking girls is fun. But if I go to jail, I want a girl who's waiting for me. If I get sick, I want a girl who comes and nurses me in bed. If I want kids, I want a girl who's going to be proud of her husband and proud of the children she's raising. I mean, banging hoes is fine. But there comes a point where you're going to want something more than that. So if you're going to truly succeed with women, you need to, sleep with a lot of them, but you also need to get that deeper connection with women where it gets to the point where you can say, you know what, babe, I'm going to jail 6 years for locking me up, and she'll visit every week. That's what every man truly, really wants, I'd like to think, at least.
Loyalty is what you're saying.
Yeah, loyalty, because if a woman's not loyal to you, what other value does she have? What value is a non-loyal woman? And this is a genuine question. You're fucking some girl, she's fucking someone else. Like, what value is she? Sex? Is that it? Like, are you so desperate that you have to bang something that everyone else bangs? Without loyalty, a woman's worth absolutely nothing. Whereas me, I'm not loyal to my girlfriend. She knows I fuck other girls, and she's still loyal to me because I provide value beyond that. I don't have to give sexual exclusivity to be a valuable man. I'm valuable no matter who I bang. A woman needs to give loyalty or she has no value at all. So that's my number one goal from a woman. All I want is loyalty. I'm uninterested in nearly anything else. I don't care how pretty you are, how much you cook, clean, how nice you are. If you're not going to be loyal to me when times get tough, then you ain't worth shit. And this is the reality of the world now. As a man, I say this all the time. The only reason I slept with so many girls is to find the good girl. I never wanted to be a pickup artist who wanted to sleep with lots of girls. I was never a particularly freaky dude who thought, oh, I want to sleep with 1,000 girls. I didn't care. My view is very simple. If I told you to find the best apple you could, you need to go bite a lot of apples. If you bite 3 apples, what's your odds of getting a fantastic apple as opposed to the guy who's bought 1,000? So I say this all the time to guys. They say, oh, I just want to be happily married. I say, if you want to be happily married, you better become a player first. You better tear through some chicks. You better learn how to deal with shit tests. You better you better go through so many breakups. My friend, I've been through so many breakups. They don't even cross I can break up with you. I can break up with a chick. I forget 10 seconds. Like, you got to go through so much shit that you become so anti-immune to it that you're an expert in the game. And then you're going to have a girl who's a solid 9 or a 10 who will ignore all the famous people, who will be loyal to you even though you're not physically loyal to her, who will obey you, who will cook, who will clean, who will do as you say, who will let you lead. But you're never going to get there unless you tear through a whole bunch of girls. This is the reality of the world we live in now. So my whole idea, the whole benefit of being a player is to be excellent at the next stage. That's kind of how I see it. And I don't think a lot of players see it that way. Because eventually you're going to want family and kids. I mean, maybe you won't, but I do. I mean, I want to pass on my genes. I want sons. I want people like me. So the whole point of being a player is just to level up so that when it gets to the marriage shit, I know for a fact, friend, and you can call me naive, If I go jail, my girl ain't leaving. I know if I marry her, she won't divorce me. I'm never gonna get divorce rate. She's never gonna leave me. Like I know, because I know this game, and I know that when you have a woman's soul completely locked, that's it. It's done. But it's getting there, and that takes experience. And this is the reality of it. You're not going to be able to work that out after 1 or 2 chicks. It's going to take a whole bunch.
It takes a while. It takes a while.
Yeah.
I call it being in abundance, having the abundant mindset. You can only really get the abundant mindset through actual abundance and going through and dating lots of women.
Yeah, how else are you going to have it? How are you going to have the
It's tough. It's tough.
Stomach when you're starving. That's right. Yeah. That's right. It's the only way to really do it.
Andrew, this was awesome, dude. Thanks for being here, and I like a lot of the stuff you said today, and it was just a really interesting interview to hear your viewpoints, and obviously you have a very different perspective because you live somewhere different and you've had a lot of experiences. So this is really cool. Will you do me a favor? Tell the guys who are watching who are interested of learning more and want to learn from you where they can find your stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. If you go to cobratate.com. There's a lot of different things on there. I teach about how to make money. I teach about everything from networking, body language, everything you can think of. But my PhD course on there as well teaches a lot about girls. It's basically 10 hours of me explaining everything I know from start to finish from my career as a webcam pimp, I guess. So I learned a lot.
PhD,
that's right.
Nice, man. Thanks so much. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for being here.